Alright, so first and foremost, I'm going to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now this lesson is going to be based on the 7.3 earthquake that hit Mexico and Guatemala border with no immediate damage reported. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says a strong earthquake struck the southern Mexican Pacific coast on Friday, right on the border with Guatemala, and was felt from Mexico City to El Salvador. Authorities have not immediately reported any severe damage or casualties in any country. The U.S. Geological Survey reported that the earthquake had a magnitude of 7.3 with the epicenter 48 kilometers southwest of Aquiles, Cerdán, near the coast of Chiapas, at a depth of 15 kilometers. It was preceded by a smaller quake with an epicenter a bit farther out in the ocean. There were at least 5 aftershocks between magnitude 5.1 and 6, according to USGS. In Tapachula, the main city on Mexico's southern border, the tremor began mildly but gradually intensified. So we were upstairs on the second floor when it started shaking. We thought it would pass, but then it got stronger. So we all went downstairs and evacuated in an orderly manner to the front courtyard. Alejandra Mendoza, an administrative employee at a public hospital in the city, explained to the Associated Press. In Guatemala City, the earthquake frightened residents because of how long it lasted. Many people poured into the streets in the middle of rush hour as the workday was beginning and several buildings were evacuated. Guatemala's National Coordinator for Disaster Reduction reported no immediate damage. Social media users posted videos of some landslides, especially on roads heading west. The Ministry of Education suspended in-person classes in the departments of San Marcos, Quetzal, Tenango, and some other places near the quake's epicenter. In the Mexican capital, where buildings in certain areas creaked and shook, the earthquake alert did not sound because the government said the energy radiated by the earthquake during the first few seconds did not exceed the activation thresholds. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said that preliminary reports showed no damage. The Navy recommended staying away from beaches for 6 hours because of tsunami risk. The Meteorological Survey of Chiapas alerted that there could be tsunami waves up to 1 meter off the coast of Mexico and Guatemala, in the town of located along the river that separates Mexico from Guatemala. Coastal areas are being monitored for tsunami risk, according to Mayor Elmer Vasquez Gallardo. The region is prone to earthquakes, many that can be deadly. Earlier this year, a strong earthquake rattled southern and central Mexico, killing 2. Hundreds in Mexico were killed in a 7.1 magnitude earthquake in 2017. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Yeah, and the Lord has been visiting the northern kingdom with a lot of earthquakes recently. Like Venezuela got hit with that 7.2 and 7.5 earthquake that has killed well over 1,000 people. And now Mexico and Guatemala getting hit. And I believe they said it was even felt in El Salvador as well. So, the Lord is visiting his people, the wicked of his people. Hebrews 10:30, for we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord. And again, the Lord shall judge his people. And like I said, the Lord, he's visiting his people. Right now, he's visiting the northern kingdom. That's why Venezuela got hit with earthquake. That's why Mexico, Guatemala, and El Salvador are feeling earthquakes. Because the Lord is visiting his people. The Lord is doing some house cleaning first. Matthew 24 and 1 says, and Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahushua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And when you look up the definition of diverse, it means many or multiple. And there's clearly earthquakes happening in many and in multiple places all over the world. That's why the Lord keeps saying that there is no getting around the validity of these scriptures. The things written in these scriptures to come to pass is happening. 2 Ezra 9 and 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder, and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And these constant earthquakes are signs. They're powerful works, and they're signs from the Lord that he is visiting this world. He's bringing judgment upon the earth. There's so many people that will say, oh, it's global warming, it's climate change, it's Mother Nature, like giving the credit to everyone and everything except for the Lord. But through his judgments, the Lord is going to correct that. So best believe we're going to be seeing a lot more earthquakes take place. And they're going to be devastating and destructive and deadly, because the Lord is not playing. The wrath of the Lord is going to be felt all over this world. And these wicked people, they're going to realize exactly who they've pissed off. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakudash. The water Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akhwath, which are the sincere sisters. And shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathen. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up in Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.